Hello students, how are you all today? I am here to do a hopefully brief, tutorial on how to bounce to disk in Pro Tools, or in other words, create your MP3 file that you all will create for your next project. So this is the open window, the setup window for Pro Tools when you sign in. It is a little bit different in my version because I have Pro Tools 9. You all will be working on Pro Tools 8. So you can just set your bit depth to 16, your sample rate to 44.1, click OK and create a blank session and call it anything you want. You don't have to call it anything you want, but you can call it any name you want. And remember, you should be saving under the Documents folder, and if you click the arrow here, you can navigate to Documents, and there should be a folder in here called Pro Tools Sessions. That's where you should be saving your work. Click Save. I'm on my laptop, that's why I don't have Pro Tools Sessions. So yeah, you can't see me anymore. Let me move that out of the way because I know you want to see my beautiful face. And just to keep you laughing, you know how to open a track. Click Track New. I'm doing nothing new here. This is an audio track. Whenever you want to bring your work in, you can just drag audio in from anywhere, whether it's from your card, memory card, or what have you. I'm going to bring this in and drop it under that file. It'll create a new track for me, and I have some audio. So say that this is my completed project. What will I do from here? Well, I want to create this into a file to email to my professor, correct? So what you're going to do is go to File. Well, it's good practice to highlight your complete project, just in case there are any audio fragments that may be down the line that might extend your project longer than what you would want it to be. So say that this is my completed project. I am going to make it a little shorter just for the purposes of this tutorial. I'll click File, I'll go to Bounce, and I'll go to Disk. So we're going to bounce to disk. Next, in this window, we're going to set this to interleaved. That means stereo. So it's going to combine your left and right, your stereo file, into one file. Next, we want to convert after bounce. Make sure that's selected. And then finally click bounce. It's going to ask you to name that file before you actually bounce it. So we'll call it name, something that I can look forward to finding if I lose it. And we see here that it's going to be saved into our audio files. If you look, if we scroll back, we know our session is called Anything You Want. We have audio files inside of that, and this new bounce is going to be called Name123 in
Today's
my
last
audio
word
file.
in business is
It's going
Easy
to play
Bake.
it
You
back.
remember, that's the
So
famous kids oven a lot of us use. Well, it's now nearing its 50th
our project.
anniversary.
I love my Easy Bake Oven.
You know how to work it and all?
Of course, you just put the Easy Bake mix in here, and when it's done, it comes out here like this, easy as pie.
Well,
How many of you remember your Easy Bake Oven? No, I never had one. That's for girls. My wife had one though. Anyway, that's really it. It created a WAV file now, and I can change that WAV file into a MP3. So how do I do that? I go through this process. We don't need Pro Tools for that process. What I'm going to do is I'll close Pro Tools. Well, I'll save this project first. Then I'll quit Pro Tools. Then I find that file. That file is located, if I click the Finder and grab my Finder, that file is located under Documents, and it should be in your folder. inside of audio files. There it is, name123. Now right now it's a WAV file, and if we look at the size, it's 3.5 megabytes, which is fine. You can send me a WAV file if it's under 10 megabytes. You can email a file that is under 10 megabytes. But if it's over 10, which I think your Gmail accounts actually can handle 25, but it'll take a long time to load. What you can do with this file is go to iTunes, and we're going to convert it to an MP3 in iTunes. So what I'm going to do in iTunes, and move this so you can see my beautiful face, is I'm going to take this and load it or drag it right into iTunes. Now it should be in here, but instead of me looking for it, I'll just type in name123. There it is right there. If I right click on it, I'll get a menu that asks me if I want to create an MP3 version. I click yes, and boom, I have an MP3 version. So now if I go back to the Finder and search for name123, boom, I should have a WAV file as well as an MP3, and you just attach that to your email and send it to me. And that's how you send your file to me from Pro Tools. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, gripes, complaints, suggestions, you are welcome to offer those to me. Have a great project and enjoy.